Hello, welcome to Local Indie Live. We're in the studio today with Hypersloth. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Why don't you start by introducing yourselves?
My name is Isa Koberstein. I'm the guitar player for Hypersloth.
I'm Jamie Beck. I am the singer, the vocalist.
I'm Terry Travis. I play the bass in this band.
I'm John Radin, and I do the percussion.
Very good. So tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, we're an original band. We formed around 2014, but our first show was about 2015. But we write original music. It's very rock, melodic, metal, kind of even power bluesy sort of stuff. But we throw in a cover or two every now and then, but we're mainly focused on original stuff.
Great. You've been together for 10 years, huh?
Yeah.
More. That's great. What would you like to add?
Just that I joined this band about 1.5 years ago, and I was thrilled when they gave me an opportunity to come in to audition for it because I love what they do. Like, I love this music. I think it's like really original and fun and just a great time to do. But yeah, these guys have been playing together a long time, and it shows. Like, yeah.
Would you like to add something to that?
Just that it's been a really good time playing with these three musicians here. We've had a few iterations. I did replace a bass player and learned a lot of those lines. That was a fun little entry into metal because I've never really been in a metal band before. I have influences all over the spectrum, but it was cool to come into a project that was willing to let me try that out and just develop into it.
I think they pretty much covered it all. I'm John, and I do percussion.
That's fine. So what would you say are influences?
There's so many, but some of my main ones are Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden, and guitar players Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Joe Satriani, John Petrucci, Steve Vai, things like that. And there's many others, but those are some of my faves for sure.
Is there a vocalist in particular that you fashion yourself after?
For myself, I've just kind of molded it after a lot of different things and trying to find my own voice. But like, I grew up being raised on like 80s rockers, so like listening to like Heart and Pat Benatar and Joan Jett, like absolutely foundational for me. And there's a lot of artists, but I think the best thing is just being able to explore and find my own voice with these guys.
That's great. You said you had a lot of different influences before you
I
came to this
did.
band.
Music for me was initially listening to my dad in his band when I was a toddler. My first memory is being in front of a big speaker in the basement of a house and just loving it, just bouncing around as a toddler. But that would have been like classic rock stuff. They were very southern rock, like Leonard Skinner influenced and stuff. And I've always continued to love that. Led Zeppelin, a lot of those guys. But then I also have a lot of love for Dire Straits, Tom Petty, and then more Northwestern, some indie stuff like Elliott Smith, so all over the place. Yeah.
Let's hear from the drummer.
I've studied all kinds of different drumming styles and drummers, but when Issa writes a crazy, odd-metered song, I tap into the Danny Carey realm. I try to my best ability.
That's great. So you guys are pretty busy these days, aren't you? And you're out of Eugene, and you're playing a lot?
We play a lot. We have taken a little time down a little bit lately just to focus more on some new songs. And but yeah, next year we're gonna hit it hard again. We played some good shows. We did McDonald Theater and stuff for New Year's Eve with Hell's Bells, which was great and fun. And so we're looking to do more stuff like that.
That's great. You got anything for New Year's Eve this year?
Not yet.
We'll
keep you posted.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. All right, so you have 3 songs for us today. What's the name of the first song?
That would be Marsupials.
Marsupial?
Marsupials. It's a play on words.
Yeah,
not a
very
real
nice.
word, but.
So what would you like us to know about Marsupial?
It's a very odd time signature song, so it's not just 4/4, but as far as the story, if you want to add to that a little.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the original writer of that song. The first time I heard it, I definitely felt my own things resonated because like marsupial has the same kind of root as narcissist, right? And whether you've known an actual narcissist or not in your life, we all come in contact with very taking sort of people, and sometimes people are taken advantage of. And I think that like if you've ever felt something like that, like that's the kind of thing that would really resonate with you about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear Narsupio.
Lost my mind, lost my mind. You'll pray for them. Lost my mind, lost my mind. You'll pay for it. My lullaby. Listen to my lullaby. Oh, listen to my lullaby. Oh, listen to my lullaby.
pay for it. You pay for it.
Speak to me, I'm out of my head. Nailed in the coffin, you're down and you're gone. Speak to me, I'm out of my head. Nailed in the coffin, you're down and you're gone. You pay for it. You pay for it. Listen to my lullaby.
You've been listening to Narsupio. Let's talk about the next song.
The Sleeping Giant. That's a song I wrote the music for and everything, and that's just about, it's basically a giant who's asleep, but everything in the world just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and finally he has to wake up and take care of business, kind of thing. That was the idea behind it when I sat and wrote it on my acoustic guitar originally. But basically that's the idea of the song, if there's anything you wanted to add to that. But it's off our newest album, which is called Sleeping Giant.
Mhm.
It's a great tune.
Anything else we should know about this song?
I think otherwise it speaks for itself.
Very
Like,
good.
It does.
So let's hear Sleeping Giant by Hypersloth.
quiet that we have inside us all. Watch the glow. What does she know? Those left behind bells on the line to the tired land. The giant has a gentle hand. He waves away the winding winds and never goes to sleep again.
And you just listened to Sleeping Giant. All right, folks, we got one more song.
Iron Triangle,
Iron Triangle.
is one of the last songs I wrote the music for. It's just about the powers. It's kind of broad, but it's kind of about a king and a queen, and it's a very cool story. The music sort of tells the story itself, but on top of that, it's got a really cool story behind it. If you listen to the lyrics, and it's a journey.
Well, let's listen to that. Let's listen to Iron Triangle. That was Iron Triangle by Hypersloth. So before we go, is there anything more that you would like us to know about you?
Just keep an eye out for us. We're going to be putting out music videos, and we're working on our 3rd album, and I've got some shows in the works. So
Where can we get information about you?
you can find us anywhere online. You know, Facebook,
Mhm.
Reverb Nation, YouTube, Spotify, all the social media. We're out there.
Great. Well, we really appreciate you coming in today. Thank you so
Of course.
much.
Thank you.
So we'd like to thank Hypersloth for coming in today, and we'd like to thank all of you for joining us for Local Indie Live. On behalf of all of us, we appreciate it. See you next time.